shit. This one's like busted. Already broken. Huh. Nothing inside? Nope. Just gonna repeat himself. Alright. What about this one? Apparently I can't look at that one. What about this one? Eh. Don't think it's gonna open. Got a coin though. Coin. Amazing. Huh. Eh. Metal plates. More coins though. I can like test it on all these, I guess. Don't think it'll work though. Yeah. Is there nothing in here? Yeah, I guess not. It's letting me leave, so gotta go this way then. Huh. Well, what's in here then? It's like a lobby or something? Doesn't really feel like a student's room. Teacher's lounge? Adult atmosphere. Ah, headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. A regret? Is that a hidden door over there? Check that out in a second, I guess. Eh. Alcohol? I can't look at the alcohol? Come on, man, I want to get drunk. Whatever. Looks almost meek right now. Must be thinking about something. Probably shouldn't bother her. Desk is home to a computer. Must have belonged to the headmaster. Coin. Excuse me. Blah. So I gotta look at the computer, not the desk. PC on the desk must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. PC still has some search results left on it. Might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
That's all there is, not much to it, is there? Guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. It's a good outlook to have. Ultimate despair. So I suppose the mastermind could be more than one person. That would be pretty crazy too. And there's this over here. Strange gap in the wall. Some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
Not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
Likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Does that mean like a hidden room? Think I might know how to open it. Figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
Very easy trick, yes. So easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. Saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
Don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know, is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. Can't really go from there. Not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
Looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. Learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think about how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. Hidden room she couldn't get into, that's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. If we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. Oh wait, there might be a chance. Password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it, I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
Not like you need my permission. If you want to try, do whatever you want. Okay. It's on the PC? Eh. Glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Mikoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. Collect myself, then turn to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. Typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. Hands were tense, slightly trembling, as I finished typing it in. Oh. Sounds more like an explosion, but... It fucking opened. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko? Well... Hey, Kyoko. May as well not even have been... Blah. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Brightly colored box here. Seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? Getting kind of a bad vibe from it. We can't not open it, right?
Makoto.
Be careful. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably.
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. So you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything. Okay. Is it a head? A severed head? Just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. Took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. So slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. Stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh, it's just a skull. Thought it was like a severed head with someone we knew or something. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright and joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Why would you think that, huh? That's a nice picture over here. Oh, come on. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones. Not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing, a dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Oh, those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad, rather. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. Same man she's been searching for. Hold on, how can you know for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. According to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. Yeah. 16 participants. Yeah. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words...
Most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Well, no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. You know, Kyoko said she wanted to see her father, so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. Did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? Couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present. Pretty fucked up. This picture. It's all faded, must be pretty old. Is that a picture of Kyoko? Oh.
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. Came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had his picture all this time, must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? Wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. Now he's abandoned me again. This time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Kyoko. Headmaster's desk. Probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. Rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Is this... an e-handbook? Has a label on it. In case of emergency. Found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
Handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. Think you're probably right. Might prove useful as we continue our investigation. But Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Hey.
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Ask you a favor? No! I mean, maybe.
So...
Completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave?
Correct.
Just for a little while, I'd like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. Just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
Get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. Picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Nice little frame drop. For some reason, I don't know why I'm suddenly getting frame traps in this game. It's a little weird. It's only quick little moments of stutter. I don't know. Weird though. Is she really okay? Kyoko must have been a complete shock to her. It was a shock to me. Find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. That same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. According to the files, the headmaster is a man. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now, yeah. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... Yeah. 15 of us met in the main hall. In the mail hall, rather. Huh. Is that supposed to say mail hall? Or main hall? Add Macro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Yep. Rip those guys. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. Is she, though? Is she? So the ones still alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Yep. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Well, alright then. I can go use this handbook on that locker, which was over here. Maybe it'll let me look at some of this shit. Fucking giraffes in the lockers. Don't get it. I wonder if I can open this locker. Card reader. Yeah. So does that mean... let's just give it a try. Don't use your handbook, use the new one. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? One more try. Really had to watch that again? Alright, just what I was hoping for. Let's see what we've got inside. Don't see anything that might be a clue. Maybe this one then. Oh. Practically empty. Just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. Name written on it, so I can't say for sure. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. There's some writing inside, it could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. All the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote this was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? Flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. Saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. Oh! He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what it said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. Can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, it couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Yep. What does this all mean? Quickly scan the remaining pages of the notebook. Must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. When I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Ugh. No. Well, alright then. What about this, one of these? Any more shit in here? Nope. Nothing in there. Probably just the pocketbook is all I got. Nope. Maybe this one? Still nothing. Fucking bupkis. Got one over here though. Yeah. Oh. Whoa, this one's full of shit. Huh. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems every part of their life. Is this a crystal ball? Huh. This is a crystal ball. Crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used his locker. It's just not possible.